ain't cut like.
Yeah, those are messed up, no. Bad news is to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on his ass real quick one time. 144, baby.
Run that shit up, Trey. They said you get on, you gon' represent.
Yeah, those are messed up, no. Bad news is to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on his ass real quick one time. 144, baby.
Run that shit up, Trey. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurrying when she left, but I don't care about anymore. I need a Vaseline like my Nina Puffer bar. Took a Zach, watch the door. Matter of fact, like the door. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shane Shaw. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Harper. Try to hope it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking notes. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UPK rules. I'm making this like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse.
Yeah, those are messed up, no. Bad news is to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on his ass real quick one time. 144, baby.
Run that shit up, Trey. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurrying when she left, but I don't care about anymore. I need a Vaseline like my Nina Puffer bar. Took a Zach, watch the door. Matter of fact, like the door. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shane Shaw. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Harper. Try to hope it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking notes. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UPK rules. I'm making this like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fork. They ain't locked in with the count and when you speaking to me fart. Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion. They can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad, got them tied down and outdone. You can't do with them steps, them niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we whole guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this Lord, so that bitch is either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our car. And I just made the call. We gon' start another war. Yeah.
From Westworld. Let's get it.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my houses. Yes, you said that. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering?
Absolutely.
Should a thief go to jail when he steals?
Absolutely.
Should a robber pay back the money he robbed?
Absolutely.
So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did?
That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog.
It's a dog.
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 I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the brutal show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog.
It's a dog.
Payback is a dog.
It's a dog.
Payback is a dog.
It's a dog.
Payback is a dog.
It's a dog. Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. There was design 5 for our babies to pass through in the day of our king's reign. I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog.
It's a dog.
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 One Westworld.
Right.
Everything is lawful. Westworld.
The pressure on. I remember bringing nothing home. Make it little just to make it known. Steady, ready, better watch your tone. I was 5'7", I was breaking. I had 5'7", now I want the chrome. 9'11", I was in my zone. Lose the argument or lose your throne. Keep cool, ain't no running up. Damn, now I'm coming up. They coming against me, you dumb or what? You drawing, you done enough. They told me don't rush it, just wait my time. Paying attention, I see the signs. Coming right to me like Amazon. No time for distractions, I'm on the grind. Little shorty, your ticket, she know she fine. Got a couple of, so never mind. They throwing the shade cause they know I shine. Reason up going in overtime. You stuck in your ways, you keep fantasizing. I just go get it, don't think about it. Don't make it an issue, it ain't a problem. Not too much talking, just organize it. One Westworld, no way around it. heavy, so you know I'm grounded. Too sturdy, I'm well-rounded. Tunnel vision, I don't see a talent. Get admitted, I'm killing it. Case closed, I don't need a gavel. Know you hate it, don't even matter. New page, still the same time.
Mike, but just never forget that I do not. Always have that fresh in your mind. I feel absolutely nothing for your pain and your problem, because I know that all of your pain and problems are a test to make you stronger.
I live in a world where we coincide. If you're not ready to stay inside, you're drowning away. You're gonna ride. You stick to the end, you get glorified. Yeah.
Seeing if you're going to step up in what's wrong, you're going to run.
You stick to the end, you get glorified. Let's make it official, I'm one of them. One of the greatest is no exempt. It took me a minute to figure it out. I was struggling, and it made a man. I shuffled the deck and I played my hand. Just give me a reason to put them on you. Didn't believe that I had me a vision. Should I believe that you is loyal? We giving up game, they fumbling plays. I'm tired of talking, I'm racked out. Before that we started, they tapped out. I jumped in my duffel and blacked out. What you witnessing is elevation. Glory road to my destination. The haters, it's a celebration. And I put that on my reputation. When the fall, this is a demonstration. You're sick and I know they hate it. One Westworld every season. Hot boy, this dedication. I'm giving game, I don't need favors. Go against us, you gon' see the danger. You ain't family, you a damn stranger. I'll beat your ass, I don't need a baby. I don't got time for excuses. I'm plotting on making the killer. I'm getting the feeling, they know that I'm coming, I'm running. Let's get to the business. I'm still playing my post. Taking the rim like diesel. Don't run with too many people. Facts, I don't feel none of us equal. None of us equal.
And there are some brothers and sisters that know that so much, they would never leave it. They would never abandon you. Since you have to stay alive here, they'll stay alive with you.
I live in a world where we coincide. If you're not ready to stay inside, you're drowning away. You're gonna ride. You stick to the end, you get glorified. Yeah. You stick to the end, you get glorified.
They're one West.
Back row.
Shalom, Israel. Shalom, everybody. This is ISUPK, Florida School. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We're under commanding General Yohana, not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite groups, okay? Since 1969, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge has been teaching Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people that they are God's chosen people. And we're going to continue to push that truth in the earth, okay? 2022, the earth is starting, you can see it, right? It's starting to happen. Brothers and sisters are starting to wake up. It's trickling in, you know what I mean? It seemed like to me it'd be like a wave. You have a wave of them come in, kind of settle down for a while, then there's another wave, you know what I mean? So we are tasked with the job of waking Black people up and teaching them the truth about who they are in the earth. Because Black people think they're African Americans. They think they're Jamaicans and Haitians, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Guatemalans, South Americans. What else we got? Dominicans, you know what I mean? Like all these names, all these cans, right? Like you said the other day. So, you know, we have to wake our people up. Like we have to constantly get on the air and push this truth. We got to push it down their throat, We got to push it down their throat and teach them who they are. We got to give it to them because, you know, the Christian church ain't gonna do it. They are happy with the gift that the oppressor gives them. They are, you know, comfortable in their oppression. They are comfortable in their captivity. You know what I mean? So I'm not comfortable. I'm very uncomfortable. I'm uneased, okay, every day because I know the truth. If you was in the class last night, Officer Thawashah was bringing it out, like the truth, you know what I'm saying? Like once you know the truth and you understand the truth and you've been taught the truth and you accept the truth, you'll be very uncomfortable in this world. You know what I'm saying? I'm not comfortable at all, ever. I'm not going to be comfortable until I pray to the Most High that I live long enough and be able to get the order to, chop some heads off in this life. You know what I mean? Be a hunter. Right now, we're fishing. We fish blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to tell them the truth, to wake them up, to bring life into the dry bones, okay? So we are the Israelite School, again, Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street. We're under Commanding General Yohana. We're not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite groups, okay? We're not affiliated with any Hebrew individuals who are trying to preach and teach something, okay? If you're not in this school and you're out of order, okay? The only order that has been ordained by the Most High is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. So with that, I want to say, give a shout out to everybody that's in the class. I know we got all the regulars in here as usual. Listen, select it. If you don't have a Hebrew name, hit the link, sign in, okay? If you want credit for being here and being diligent and you don't have a Hebrew name yet, hit the link, sign in, okay? And let us know, what you got, who you are, where you at, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And you'll get what, your credit that you deserve for being in here, What you got? Oh, okay. So yeah, that's it. Anybody got any questions? Okay, go ahead and type your questions in. I'll give you a minute to do that. Okay, give you a chance if you got any questions, concerns about life, the Bible, anything. Who are the Hebrews? If you don't, you need a basic breakdown, whatever it is you need. That's what we're here for in this school, to teach Black people, to give them the answers that they've been searching for. Because my whole life, I was looking for that answer. I knew something wasn't right. And when I heard, the men in the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge preaching the truth, I knew that was it. I knew that was the answer I was looking for. I knew that's what was missing in my life. Okay? So I'm gonna give y'all a minute. Go ahead. If you got any questions, type them in, okay?
Like snort.
somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans getting locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died. Y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew. You a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum. A gun that would die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth. I had to make it clear. How Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947. Your menorah got 9 sticks. It's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world. Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs, bunch of thieves and culture vultures, ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you live there. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, it's the Feast of Purim. You BK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard, they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil, who is? I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi, why he get them babies herpes? I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, this what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'd punch you in person. I know this an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ. They the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas. They a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth. Niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4. I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity and they know it. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the law. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
Back row.
You'll never see another nigga like this. Used to have that white bitch popping on the night shift. Now I'm going westward, sharper than an ice pick. On you rappers' necks, and it's feeling like some vice grips. Yeah, that's light shit. Send my bro a kite quick. Times of war, we ain't forget about you. Keep your light lit. Rappers can't see. Most of them scared to witness. Go and close your eyes. There's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches.
All right, we back. We back in the building. We back in motion. We back. We back at it. Okay. All right, so let me see if we got any questions or whatever, right? What we got going on in the chat. If not, I'm going to go ahead and bring out some scriptures about the law pertaining to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Okay, tonight is the Florida law class. Okay, so primarily we bring out scriptures that prove that the laws are not done away with. But the whole Bible is just it's just about laws and brotherhood, basically. You know what I mean? The whole Bible is just about Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, how we're supposed to treat each other, how we're supposed to interact with one another. You know what I mean? And it's kind of sad how, like, the Most High had to give us laws. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, and we follow these laws, and we're better for it. You know what I mean? We follow these laws, and we're better for it. So if there's no questions, okay, what's the question?
The question's from Brandy. She asks, Supk, sir, can I get a breakdown by Isaiah 28, verse 9 through 13?
Isaiah 28. 28. Okay, Isaiah 28. Verse 9. 9 through 13. Just need a general breakdown.
I think that's all we have.
Okay. Okay. No troopers in the building yet. All right, we'll read it for me, and that's God. See what it's talking about.
All right, the book of Isaiah, chapter 28, verse 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast.
Yeah, this is a bedrock. I remember Officer Gasaki used to read this like every Monday. For years I was in that class with him. You know what I mean? And basically, you know what I'm saying. This is, like you want to, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Average Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian person, man, woman, they out here trying to be deep. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to know this and know that, and they don't even know they shouldn't be eating pork. You know what I mean? How you gonna know? I remember I asked Captain Shawar y'all about Christ being, in the earth. I had just came into the school. I was like, man, Christ been in the earth 5 times. He's like, you don't even know, you know what I mean? Like the basic, that's meat. That's heavy, you know what I'm saying? So we have to get, first of all, okay, whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrines? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. That means, let's say, okay, you look at the men in this school, right? You have young men, you have troopers, you have officers, you have captains, and you have generals, okay? A captain, certain officers, certain rank of officers, they can chew on some meat. You know what I mean? They can try to figure out, like, man, what does that mean? That's pretty deep. You know what I mean? Like, they can get into that and try to, get the breakdown and understand it once you give it the understanding. But if you are just a young man, you don't even understand. You're not supposed to, give me something simple. You're not supposed to celebrate Christmas. You're not supposed to, you're supposed to keep the Passover. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to, you're not supposed to have interracial relationships. These are the basics. This is the milk. This is the basic stuff that you should know as a Hebrew Israelite, as a person in this family. as being in the family of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, as being a Hebrew Israelite, these are basic things you should know. Honor thy mother and thy father. You should know that. When they get old and can't take care of themselves, you should take care of them. You should know that. You know what I'm saying? Those are basic things. But instead of knowing and, you know, digesting the basic things, what the scripture is calling the milk, you want to break down something in the book of Revelation. You know what I'm saying? You want to know something deep. You want to be able to, you know, say something to, you know, somebody and just seem like you're so deep. Well, guess what? If you tell somebody that you don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, that's pretty deep. That's pretty deep, and that's milk. That's where you need to start at. Okay, that's pretty deep. You tell somebody you don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, they're gonna look at you like you're crazy. You deep already. You know what I'm saying? And that's just milk. Okay, you tell somebody you keep the Passover, you don't celebrate birthdays, you don't celebrate Christmas, you know what I mean? That's deep. And that's just milk. Okay, but there's other things in this book that, you know, you have to be weaned from that milk. You have basically, what being weaned from the milk is just being nurtured in the truth, studying for a while, learning and growing. Now, you know what I'm saying? You solid and not smoking cigarettes or blacking mouths. You know what I'm saying? You solid and not smoking weed. You solid and not going to the strip club. You solid and not, you know, sleeping with somebody and then throwing them away. You know what I'm saying? You solid and not celebrating a birthday on the down low. You know what I'm saying? You solid and not celebrating Christmas on the down low. You solid in those things because now you have been weaned from the milk. Now it's time for you to learn some more stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now it's time for you to get, you know, some of that meat. You know, like there's a lot of meat in the Apocrypha. You know what I'm saying? Now you can start getting some of that. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk.
Right, brothers and sisters that's been around for a while and diligently been studying and learning and asking questions and growing. You know what I'm saying? In this school, you know what I mean? That's how you get, you know what I mean? That's how you get, you know, like let's say that's how you get to be an officer. If you're a young man, you know what I'm saying? You gotta study and grow. Then, you know, show that you are a diligent trooper. Take your test. You take that test and pass it, yeah, you know what I mean? It's time for you to get a little meat now, you know what I'm saying? It's time for you to get some meat once you pass that officer test. Okay, keep going.
Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little.
Right, that's how you see us. That's why we always say go to the book of John. Then you turn around and say go to the book of Deuteronomy. Then you say, you know, go to this book and because this whole Bible it's all saying the same thing, and it's going to be, you're going to read it. Isaiah said the same thing Jeremiah said. You know what I'm saying? Ezekiel saying the same thing that, you know, John's saying, you know, in the New Testament. You know what I'm saying? So it's line upon line, precept upon precept to prove that this Bible don't change. The Most High does not change. You know what I'm saying? This book is consistent from Genesis to Revelation. Line upon line, precept upon precept, from Adam to Yahushua. Everybody in between, they saying the same thing, Itazal. It's the same thing. That's why I can go and read something in the book of Genesis and turn around and read the same thing in the New Testament. You know what I'm saying? So keep going.
Verse 11. For with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to his people, to this people, to whom he said, this is the rest wherewith ye may cause the weary to rest. And this is the refreshing. Yet they would not hear,
Right. So with stammering lips, in another tongue will he speak to his people. Like, what does that mean? I know that can throw somebody off. You know what I'm saying? Basically, this is saying, like, we speak more than one language. You know what I'm saying? Some brothers speak Spanish. Some brothers speak, English. You know what I'm saying? But whatever language you teaching, you know what I'm saying? Whatever language you speak, that's the language you're gonna, wake brothers and sisters up in. You know what I'm saying? Haitians speak what? French, Creole, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, for with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to his people. That tongue is just a language. Okay. We used to speak Hebrew, right? That was now we speak English. So this is another tongue I'm going to teach brothers and sisters that they speak English now. This is not Hebrew that we speak anymore. It's not our native tongue. Now we have Creole brothers, Haitians. They got to go online and speak Creole, right? We got Spanish brothers that got to come on and speak Spanish for brothers and sisters who don't speak English. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. The tongue is just a language, okay? Verse 12, to whom he said, this is the rest wherewith ye may cause the weary to rest, and this is the refreshing, yet they would not hear. Okay? So when we teach Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians these laws, statutes, and commandments, it's so you can have rest. Like you start to understand these laws, statutes, commandments, start to understand what's going on in the earth. You listen to Commanding General Yohana, and he break down what's going on the other side of the earth, you know what I'm saying, and all these things. Now you can have rest. This should give you rest and peace. That, okay, I know what's going on. I know my place. I know I need to do this. Now I know why I'm in the ghetto. You know what I mean? Now there's no more wondering. There's no more, why me? You know, now it's like, okay, I understand. Now I take my place. Okay, I'm in the ghetto, fine. But I'm gonna still keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Now I can sleep, you know what I mean, better, because I'm not fighting to get ahead in Esau's world. I'm gonna fight for what world? Right, the world that he chose, that he gave his only begotten son for Christ to return. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna work towards that world. And all it takes is keeping laws. All it takes is not eating pork. All it takes is not sleeping with white women or white men. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is going to the Passover. All it takes is, you know what I mean, brotherhood, sisterhood. That's all it takes. And you can have rest in that. You know what I mean? Like, I know, you know what I'm saying, what's gonna happen in the earth. Even if I don't see it in my lifetime, these scriptures don't lie. You know what I'm saying? They never fail. Okay. All right. So verse 12, to whom he said, this is the rest wherewith ye may cause the weary to rest, because black people are weary, Hispanics are weary, Native Indian people are weary. And if you give them this milk, you know, give them this truth, teach them the milk first, they'll start to get rest. They'll start to, you know what I mean, like understand. They'll start not to be so, you know, what's the word? You know how people are like uneased, you know what I'm saying? Don't know what's coming, don't know how to act or behave, because they don't understand what's going on in the earth. This should be, you start listening to these laws, statutes, commandments, you know, understanding the milk, getting the breakdowns, and you trust me, you'll look at the world different. You will look at the world different, and you will start to feel more at ease and not all, you know, worked up and worried about every little thing. Okay. What we at? Read verse 13.
But the word of the Most High was unto them precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little, that they might go and fall backward and be broken and snared and taken.
So let me go back to verse 12, because that's at the end. It said, yet they would not hear. So there's a certain people that won't, don't want to hear these laws, statutes, and commandments. There's a certain Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, no matter how many times you give them a breakdown about the same thing, they don't want to hear it. No, not that. Not that. I love my white Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I love my Merry Christmas. I love my Happy New Year. So even the milk, they don't even want to hear that. They don't want to hear you're not supposed to sleep with white people or Chinese people or African people, East Indian, Arabs. They're not in your family. Go ahead.
If I could, we be on Clubhouse and stuff, right? That new app. Everybody on there talking and chatting and debating and all that stuff. And
everybody talking.
Yeah. And what I've seen is like, okay, if you got somebody asking you a question, and it's not so much like that on Clubhouse anymore. But I remember like before Clubhouse, a lot of people would like they'll ask you a question, and then you prove the question with a scripture, and then they'll say something like, oh, but you taking one time in the Bible and making that, then you show them the precept, and you go precept, okay, we don't need you to read all the Bible. And it's like,
because they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it.
It's like, okay, I showed you one, you said that's just one time. Then I show you precept upon precept to prove it. When I do that, now it's like I'm reading the whole Bible to you. And you don't want to hear that. So you just don't want to, you don't want to be right. You don't want to correct yourself. You don't want correction. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to turn around and live your life according to the Most High's laws.
Right. So verse 13, like you said, but the word of the Most High was unto them precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line. Why is it saying it twice like that? Because you kind of keep doing it like over and over. All right, here we go again. I'm gonna give it to you again. I'm gonna give it to you again. I'm gonna give it to you again.
Go back to
go. Here you go. And they don't want it though, but you're gonna give it to them over and over and over and over and over again. That what does it say?
Read it again.
That they might go and fall backwards. So you told them. But they're going to go and do that thing anyway, and then come back and ask for it. Can I get the breakdown on it? Well, I told you can't smoke. All right, well, here's the breakdown again, and it's over here and over here, and then they're going to leave and go and do it anyway, okay? And be broken, okay? You not keeping these laws, statutes, commandments, what do you think is going to happen to you? You know what I'm saying? You think that smoking cigarettes are going to make you whole? You think loving white Jesus is going to make you whole? You were already broken before you came here. So now when you backslide and go and do it again, you're going to be broken even worse. Okay? Ensnared and taken. You know what I mean? Like, that's just, man. Like, you go back to smoking weed, you go back to being a drug dealer, this, that, and the third. You go back to sleeping with whores. There's snares waiting for you, and you're going to be taken. You're going to end up on child support. You're going to end up in jail. You're going to end up in a grave. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to be taken. Those snares are waiting for you out there. You leave this truth. You don't want to listen to it. It's snares and nets out there for you. The cops are waiting. They got sound devices. They listen a mile away to what you're saying. You're standing on the corner thinking you're a thug. And the white man is the biggest thug on the planet. You know what I mean? You can't out-thug him, you know what I mean? And besides, we were never meant to be thugs. Right. We were never meant to be thugs. We're just trying to be like our oppressor. Right. Listen, we say it in all the songs and stuff we do, right? I want to be like Big Meech, Louis Lonnie, you trying to be like the oppressor. We were never meant to be that, we were meant to be priests and officers, you know what I mean? Sons and daughters of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians were meant to be. We were meant to be the law keepers. We were meant to be the people that show the whole earth how, you know what I mean? Like, we were meant to be the people that bring peace on earth. Because the Bible says that, right? Like when the righteous are in rulership, you know what I mean? The earth, what does it say? The earth,
people rejoice.
The people rejoice. But when the wicked is in rulership, the earth mourn. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High God wants Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians to rule the earth. So the people will rejoice. Believe it or not, white people are going to rejoice when we are in rulership. The Chinese people are going to rejoice when we are in rulership. The stinking Africans are going to rejoice when we are in rulership. Okay? Because we are the chosen people of the Most High. Okay? Can't nobody else do it like we can. You know what I mean? Read verse 14. Did we read 14 yet?
She only asked for 9 through 13.
Oh, okay. No sweat. So I hope that answered the question. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, that's what
upon precept.
That's what I was. So I'm going. What you got?
Hebrews 5. Yeah, Hebrews 5, 1 Corinthians.
You got all the milk scriptures, huh?
Yeah, 1 Corinthians.
Right.
And 1 Peter 2.
Mm-hmm. Hebrews what?
6, verse 12, starting at verse 12.
Hebrews. Let's go to Hebrews 6 and start at verse 4. See what that's talking about. Hebrews 6 and 4.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 6, verse 4.
Mm-hmm. That's what chapter you was gonna be in, right?
No, 5.
Oh, 5.
Did I say 6?
I thought you said 6.
I meant 5.
Okay.
So 6. You can go 6 first?
You can go to 5 first. Get that one. 5 and what?
5 and 12.
Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, that's a good one. I don't know why you got that one written down right here. Go ahead.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 5, verse 12. For when for the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracle of the power.
Right. This is, you know what I mean? Like, we grown behind men and women out here, and don't know don't know the least little thing about our God. Don't know the least little thing about your heritage or your culture or your history. We don't know none of these things. So this is what this is saying. For when the time comes, ye ought to be teachers. We should be teaching our sons and daughters certain stuff. We should be teaching them, the law, statutes, commandments. They should be coming to us and say, the scriptures say, they're going to come to you and say, what does this mean? And you should be able to tell them and break it down. But you are 20-something, 30-something, 40-something, 50-something, 60-something, and you need to be taught again. And that's the most heavy thing about it. They don't want to be taught again. That is the work. That is the hardest thing, to tell somebody who's been through stuff in the earth that you got to forget everything you've been taught and let me teach you again. You got to listen to me. You got to, believe what I'm saying. You got to do what I'm saying. Grown Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian people don't want to hear that. Especially grown Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian women. They don't want to hear a Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian man tell them, listen, forget everything your mama taught you and your daddy taught you and all the relationships you've been in taught you and the oppressor taught you and this, that, and the third, and listen to me. Because it's going to sound rough. Things I'm telling you goes totally against everything that you already learned. Everything that you love. Everything that you think that is right. I'm going to be totally contrary against it. Everything. This truth is 180. Okay? 180 from this world. Totally opposite. Okay? Keep reading. We'll sign Christ.
Oh. And are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat.
That's what, see, we just precept upon precept, line upon line. Okay, Isaiah said this in the Old Testament, and now here you go. Who is this? Paul? Paul is telling you, why is Paul saying the same thing that Isaiah said? Because Negroes been going through this forever, right? Niggas been in the same position forever. Right. And Paul come along, he's like, man, we still in this? I just read this and Isaiah said this. And I look around and we are still in the same position. Now we got Commanding General y'all saying the same thing that Paul said. Y'all need some milk. Stop thinking you deep out here. Stop getting on Clubhouse and getting high and saying all this crazy stuff. You know what I mean? Stop doing that, man, and get into this school and actually humble yourself, man. That's the only way it's gonna happen. I'll give you the example. I humbled myself. I'm not gonna tell you how old. I mean, age ain't to me, but I was a grown man. You know what I mean? And I had this brother who's half my age. When I found out about the truth, and I did not have a problem saying, I still do it today. Car on car. You know what I mean? Shit, this nigga teaching me shit. Oh, shit. I get in his class. I'm writing notes now. You know what I mean? Because it's not about your age. You know what I'm saying? We just read it. The time come where I should have been teaching my kids something, and now they grown and they like, no. Now I try to come back and teach them. They're like, man, you can't teach me nothing. You know what I mean? So it's just so funny, man. You know, but that's life, man. That's the life we are living today. That's our situation. That's our reality. The time right now when you 40, 50, and you should be, you know what I mean, teaching little kids the truth and how to live and this, that, and the third. You should be strong in it. You should be eating meat, but you need milk. You need milk. You grown 30-something, 40-something, 50-something, 60-something-year-old person need to be taught. Don't eat shrimp. Don't eat pork. Don't worship white. Don't celebrate Christmas. You like a baby, but you think you're grown. So that's a good example of how this is spiritual. Your body might be old, but your spirit is still young. You got a young spirit. You know what I mean? So that was it on that one.
Yeah, we can drop that.
Okay.
6.
I
read the 1 and 6, but
no. How about 10 and 26 in Hebrews?
Hebrews 10 and 26.
10 and 26. I was at the top of my list for some reason.
No, if you wanted to get 6, I'm not saying not to get 6.
We already got one precept. That should be good enough. Oh shoot, you know what? I'm in the wrong one. I'm on the wrong page. Salakia. I know I looked at this, I said, wait a minute, this don't look right. Salakia, I was on the wrong page. I probably got this one. I know I gotta have this one if I get to the right page. That's why. Yep, 5 and 12. Hebrews. Did we read 5 and 12 Hebrews?
Yeah,
that's the one we just right. Okay. Most sign Christ. Okay, then we got I got a bunch of them here. What we got? 1 Corinthians 3 and 2. We'll get one more and then that should be good enough. I think so. We should already be good, but let me see what's
1 Corinthians 3.
1 Corinthians 3 and 2. 3 and 2. Okay, yeah. I guess we could do verse 1. Shit, start at verse 1.
book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 1. And I, brethren, could not speak unto you as unto spiritual, but as unto carnal, even as unto babes in Christ.
Right. You like I just said, you 30-something, 40-something, 50-something, you're a baby. You're a baby. You gotta be, you know what I mean? You gotta be handled with care. You know what I mean? Over and over again, I gotta tell you the same thing over. I gotta do the line upon line, line upon line, precept upon precept, precept upon precept, like over and over. Yeah, here a little, there. You an old baby. You know what I mean? An old wrinkled baby. You know. So keep reading, man.
Oh, it's like if I could real quick. Come on, what's heavy about this, what it says, you know what I'm saying? Like today you got a lot of people that say they're spiritual.
Oh my God.
But then when you give them some meat,
yeah,
they confuse them.
Right. So they're carnal.
They're carnal.
They're carnal. All they understand is some money, some booty shaking, you know what I mean? Like some pork eating in my mouth. That's all I know. Yeah. I can't not eat this pork. You know what I mean? It tastes so good. Yeah. I can't say no to the pork. I don't know why.
And they come up with some philosophy why they can eat pork.
Yes. They'll go, what is that?
I'm not religious.
I'm spiritual. Right. And that's why I can eat this pork. And it ain't gonna affect me. Yeah, you're carnal. You don't even know how, you have no discipline. No discipline. Man, we are some undisciplined people out here,
because their vibrations.
Oh, that's it right there. They're gonna go to that. They hide it out their mind, and now they talking about vibrations. You know what I mean? Sensations. You know what I mean? Like that's it. That's it. While they're getting high, you know what I mean? Oh man, too much. Read verse 2 for me.
It's like Shalom, Alberto. It's shalom. Shalom to you, brother.
Shalom again. I think I did that before. I told them shalom.
Yeah, shalom.
Line upon line, precept upon precept. Okay.
What's up, baby? What you say? What's that?
I ate a baby.
It's a baby.
Okay. We're trying to eat them babies and make them grown. Go ahead. Verse 2.
1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 2. I have fed you with milk and not with meat, for hitherto ye were not able to bear it.
Right. That's it. You won't understand. You won't understand precepts like what my body will, it will not, and what I will. You won't understand that. But hopefully what you will understand is don't celebrate Christmas. That seems pretty simple, right? That's pretty cut and dry. That's first grade level. Yeah. Don't celebrate Christmas. Don't smoke cigarettes. Don't get high. Don't worship white Jesus. You know what I mean? Like, you got to understand these basic, simple things before you can start getting to this meat. You know what I mean? And listen, the meat is still not for everybody. You know what I mean? There's, in Christ's kingdom, there's going to be pedestrians. You know what I mean? There's going to be pedestrians. And that's why there's men like Itazab and other officers in the truth that when Christ returns and these brothers be over, they're working and proving themselves to be good leaders. So they'll be able to tell Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians what they are supposed to be doing, because there's still going to be babies out there. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna, you know what I mean, teach you what you should and should not be doing from birth this time. You know what I mean? So you'll have it in your mind. You won't have to be an old body with a young spirit. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So yeah, we could drop that. I think that should be good enough. You read that whole verse? Yeah.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
For hitherto ye were not able to bear it, neither yet now are ye able.
You still ain't able to bear it. You still just a baby. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with being a baby. Guess what? I keep saying I ain't gonna say the number, but I was a big number baby. You know what I mean? I was a baby, man. Like I had to come in here. you know how a baby is when you go up, you tell them you gotta get strong with them, and the baby like, come, you know. I was a baby. You know what I mean? Brothers had to get me right, but at least I humbled myself. I knew I needed milk. I knew I needed to grow. I knew I needed the breast. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And sometimes, I would want to touch the hot stove or something, and I had to get chastised. No, you don't need that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's it, man. If you can't do that, you don't want this truth. You don't want the milk. You definitely don't want the milk. I mean, the meat, if you don't want the milk. Mm-hmm. If you're not willing to take this milk, okay. The man is over the woman. That's milk. That's simple. The man is over the woman. Listen to the man. The women, the children listen to the woman, because if she listens to the man, she's going to tell the children what the man said, not what Esau said. That's simple shit, man. Milk. If you can't do that, you don't need no meat. You do not need any meat. You do not need any meat. Okay? Any more questions?
If I could.
No, go ahead, man.
Alberto Guevara. If you could, man, jump in with us, man. The link is at the top. Jump in live, get live with us. You know what I'm saying? You got questions, you can ask them. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much it. And let us know where you're from, you know what I'm saying? Florida, where you from? Which book should I follow? The Torah or the KJ Bible? Hit the link in the chat so we can understand your question better. It says, it's at the top of the chat.
Listen, we're not gonna keep asking people to jump in. It's fine. It's fine. I'll ask you a question through the chat. No sweat. You know what I mean? Nobody out here, I don't need it. You know what I mean? So the question is, what should you follow?
Yeah, it's like you said, which book should I follow, the Torah or the KJ Bible, and why?
So the Torah is just the Old Testament written in Hebrew, or today it's written in the Assyrian. Okay, it's just the Old Testament. The King James Version has the Old Testament and the New Testament, and it's a direct translation of the Hebrew scrolls. Okay, that King James, he had 40 scholars, okay, to translate it directly from the Hebrew to the Greek, and from the Greek to the English. Okay, it's a direct. It's close. He had scholars do this, not just anybody. He had scholars who knew the Hebrew language perfectly. They knew the Greek perfectly, and they knew the English perfectly. Okay, go ahead.
I could, and he didn't do it himself.
No, he didn't do it. He had scholars do it. Okay, he was a king, which means he had power and authority. Okay, kings don't do the work. Kings are the head. Right. The head has body parts. Right. Okay, so you should have. If you want to get a Tanakh, a Torah, that's fine. Jump in the Hebrew class, jump in the Sabbath service, we can read it together. Okay? Other than that, you should have the King James, 1611? Yes, sir. Okay, that's the year that he had it translated. Okay? So that's what you should be reading. That's where the truth is at. Okay? Go ahead.
If I may, sir, like you just stated, you know what I'm saying? You talking about milk and meat. You know
Yeah.
that's a Torah. That's meat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn the Hebrew. You can't even say shalom.
Yeah.
Not a knock to you, brother.
Not
a knock to you.
I got you.
But if you can't pronounce shalom correctly,
You're right,
don't worry about it.
You're right. Now, I'm not going to say don't worry about it. What I will say is get in the God Learn Hebrew class. We have them every Friday. Okay, we have the Hebrew class every Friday. Just relax. You know what I mean? Get in the class. I see you in the class, Most High in Christ. And good, ask questions. Please ask the questions so you can get right. So you are on the right path. The brother's asking questions, so he wants to know. Now, I'm not trying to be, too rough of a big brother, but I'm gonna tell you straight up what it is. You know what I'm saying? They listen to Itizal, because he told you before, it's shalom. Okay, it's not shalom, it's shalom. Okay, and if you get in the Hebrew class, we'll prove it to you. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta get in the classes. You gotta get in the class. There's order in everything we do. Okay, you're not gonna break out a Hebrew class tonight. That ain't happening. Okay, what else we got? That's okay, Most High in Christ. Listen, again, I want to say, big up to you brothers and sisters that are in this class. And you're diligent in it, okay? You're here all the time. Just like me and Itizal is here all the time. You're here with us. We're here together. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna, listen, I might can handle a little meat, not too much meat, you know what I mean? Give me a good piece of chicken. I don't want no rough steak right now, you know what I mean? But y'all know what I mean, you know what I mean? Like, but if you can only handle milk, well, that's what you need to be on. You need to be on the milk, okay? So, I appreciate y'all brothers rocking out with us, being, here, you know what I'm saying? And it gives us affirmation of, confirmation of, us pushing this word out. You know what I'm saying? So that's it, man. And, like with this being the law class, I just wanted to bring out some scriptures on the law, you know what I mean? And with it being, well, I'm going to try to give black people what they need at the time when I feel like they need it the most. And right now, black people are looking at Christmas, New Year's coming up. What comes after New Year? Say like Valentine's Day, right off the, you know what I mean? Like they gonna bombard you with all these, oh man. Hey, boy, you don't know I was looking for you, dog.
Hey, Shalom,
my man.
What's going on, Hebrews?
You know it, man. We in the house. We're in the building. Good to have you in the building with us. Okay, Officer Rock is up.
Yeah, I'm right. Y'all brothers, man.
You got a feedback in your
I think that's just some noise. He was just hitting something or whatever.
No, that's
feedback.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me hear something.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I just wanted, I feel like right now at the time we gotta keep punching this thing. We gotta keep kicking it. Christmas is, not for black people.
Right.
Thanksgiving is not for black people. When I say black, I mean, the whole 12 tribes. Valentine's Day is not for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. New Year's is not, your New Year gonna start in the dead of winter? Okay. This whole society is a lie, a farce and a lie. Okay, and listen, I'm gonna tell you about it. I'm gonna tell you that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Okay, because if he wasn't, he wouldn't be deceiving you and telling you that Christ was born December 25th. He wouldn't be telling you that the New Year is in the dead of winter. Okay, he looks to change, change time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the white man, the oppressor, Salakia, is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Okay, devil just means deceiver. Okay, and who has deceived the earth more than the Caucasian race? Okay, I'll wait. Who is that man? If not him, then who and where? Okay, if he's not the devil, then who and where? Okay. You got something you want to go ahead and bring out, Sharatazar?
Oh, la, sir.
Nah,
I'm just catching up with y'all.
Okay, Most High Christ. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and get into some these evil holidays. Okay, evil holidays. Okay, evil holidays. So we can start in the book of Leviticus. And anytime you want to jump in, Sharatazar, Aitazar, go ahead. Jump in, you know what I mean? We'll get it. Okay.
The water side.
No sweat. Go to the book of Leviticus, chapter 23. We'll start at verse 1. Okay. And this is, listen, like I said, what do they say? The spirit, right? The holiday spirit.
Right.
That's not the spirit of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people. Christmas is not the spirit of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people. And that's milk, Aitazar. That's milk. That's not heavy. That's not, that's not deep.
Right.
That's not meat. That's milk. Okay, that's simple. It's simple words. You know what I mean? And we're going to read it and prove it in the Bible. Just listen to the men of, of the Lord. Men who have, dedicated and shown themselves to be, righteous leaders of the Most High's people. Okay? So go ahead and read that. Leviticus 23, and start at verse 1.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and 1. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them concerning.
Salaki. I like this. And every word in this book is just
hit after hit.
It gives you, what did we say earlier? It gives you what was it? Comfort. What was the word? We just read it in Hebrews. It gives you Hebrews 5 and 12. It gives you it gives the weary of heart something. I think it was the one you brought out. Hebrews 5 and 12. That's the one you brought out, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. What was that? Yeah, Hebrews 5 and 12. That's not the one.
But when the time
No, that's not the one. That's not the one. What did we read before that one? Okay, but anyway, comfort, okay? I think that maybe that was the word, comfort. But these words that we're about to read right now, if you understand who you are, if you understand that you are God's chosen people, you are Hebrew, you are Israelite by blood, and you've been chosen by the Most High, and these records is your history. These records are people, your forefathers, okay? Moses, the Lord spoke to Moses, right? Who else did he speak to when he was speaking to Moses? Nobody. So, you know what I mean? Like, so black people thinking that the Lord, all this talking about the Lord spoke to you and the Lord, good night, man. We are tripping out here. You know what that is? That's them drugs, like Cesar. That's them drugs. And guess what's the biggest drug on the earth? Christianity. You go in that church and you're going to come out of there thinking that God is going to talk to you. They're going to teach you that God is going to talk to you. When we'll pull the scripture. Remember the scripture? What's the scripture? Sharatazar, when Moses went up into the mountain or something, and he came back and God was mad, and God went to talk to the people, and then we was afraid, and we say, no, you talk to Moses. Talk to Moses. You know what I mean? You don't want God to talk to you, my nigga. Believe me, you don't want God to talk to you. because it's death. Because you ain't doing nothing that you should be doing in the earth. Okay? It's going to be death. It's God talking to you. You're going to die. Okay? So right here, Leviticus chapter 23:1. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, speak to the children of Israel, and say unto them concerning the feast of the Most High, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, even these are my feasts. You heard, my feast. The Lord has days that he has proclaimed to be holy, separate. Okay? So you tell me where the heck Thanksgiving is in the Bible. Where's Christmas at in the Bible? Where's Valentine's Day? Where's Halloween? Okay? These are not the Lord's days. These are not the Most High days. But he did give you days. And they're in the book of Leviticus. Okay? Any day you celebrate outside of this book is an evil holiday. Okay? And it goes against your God. Okay? If you Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. It goes against your God. And you don't even know who your God is, or you wouldn't be celebrating Easter and Valentine's Day. Okay? So now you need milk. You need to be taught again. You need to be taught these days that you don't even know. You need to be taught these days. Feast of blowing of the trumpets. You know what I'm saying? Feast of first fruits. You got to be taught these days. Because you don't know. All you know is fa la 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 la. And that crap. Which is not in this book. Okay? You got anything you want to say, Shwatazar? I know you got a lot on your chest.
I got that scripture for you if you want it.
Which one?
Deuteronomy 5:22 and 23. It says, these words the Lord spake unto all your assembly in the mount out of the midst of the fire, of the cloud, and of the thick darkness with a great voice. And he added no more. And he wrote them in two tables of stone and delivered them unto me. And it came to pass, when ye heard the voice out of the midst of the darkness, for the mountain did burn with fire, that ye came near unto me, even all the heads of your tribes and your elders. And ye said, behold, the Lord our God hath showed us his glory and his greatness, and we have heard his voice out of the midst of the fire. We have seen this day that God doth talk with man, and he liveth. Now, therefore, why should we die? For this great fire will consume us. If we hear the voice of the Lord our God any more, then we shall die.
Damn, that's heavy. Most High in Christ. Now, why do we not know that? Why are we walking? You heard, did you see what we just read? Like, we knew back then that we didn't want to hear the voice of God. We deal with Moses. You know what I mean? Let Moses come talk to me. Because if you're talking to me, I'm going to die. This is death. So Black people, Hispanic and Native Indian people, you've been lied to. You have been lied to. You have been bamboozled. You have been hoodwinked. You have been tricked. Okay? Duped. All these things. Man, it's so like, dude, we just read this, Itazar, and a Christian will say, they will say no. They'll still be like, no, not my God. Well, you're right, not your God. Because your God's not in this Bible. Your God is Abraham Lincoln, that money, Benjamin Franklin. That's your God. Okay, your God is not, you know what I mean, the fire in a mountain. Okay? Your God is not the God that you don't want to hear him talk to you. You want to hear, hey, they want to hear that money talk to him, right, Tazar? They want to see it fall out the sky.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, talk to me, Benjamin Franklin. You know what I mean? And right, go ahead.
Salakia, it's Exodus 20 and 19 and 20.
Exodus 20 and 19.
Okay.
We got Alberto Guevara in the live with us in the stream.
20 and 19. Go ahead and read it. Sharatazar.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 19. And they said unto Moses, speak thou with us, and we will hear. But let not God speak with us, lest we die.
What is that, Exodus? What just happened?
Precept upon precept.
Yeah. We just did precept upon precept, precept upon precept,
right?
Line upon line, line upon line. We're going to show you over and over and over again that this Bible is not lying. That what the men of the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge is saying, we are not lying to you. Okay? This is the truth. Okay? And Sharatazar just proved it. Because he can digest meat. Okay? He's off the milk. So he's going to give you line upon line, precept upon precept. Good work. Any more on that, Sharatazar?
I should have started at verse 18. I'm going to read it. And all the people saw the thunderings and the lightnings and the noise of the trumpet and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they removed and stood afar off.
That's the God that we serve in the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. We're going to stand afar off. Wait a minute. You know, go ahead, Sharatazar.
And they said unto Moses, speak thou with us, and we will hear. But let not God speak with us, lest we die.
So in our forefathers' time, in Moses' time, we didn't want to walk around the earth talking about God talked to me in a dream, or God spoke to me. That's what the preachers say. God spoke to me. We never say that. You know what we say? Thus saith the Lord. In this book, we read it. Because this is how God speaks to you. Right here, this is how God talks to you. Not in a dream and tell you to go and tell, you know, your mama or your wife or your something crazy. Why? How come they don't never say God spoke to me and told me to, you know, go and deal with this oppressor? You know what I mean? Why is never that? Why is God spoke to me and said, today you're going to get a blessing. You're going to have some prosperity in your life.
And on top of that, how come it's never, you know, keep the laws? God didn't never say, keep the law.
Wow. That's a good question, Exodus.
I don't understand.
That's a good question.
You know what?
Go ahead.
And how come it's like back then you was afraid, like we were afraid to talk to God. We wanted Moses to talk to us. We wanted a man, not God.
Right.
Now all of a sudden God speaks to you directly.
Right.
When back then you didn't want to talk to God.
Man, I can't believe all these, what do they call the women preachers?
Women preachers.
They call them, what do they call them?
Prophetess,
huh?
But the prophetess.
All these prophetesses. They're the worst ones. So my God talking to them. All these prophetesses. To my God talking to them. Negro, if you don't sit your black behind down somewhere, because if God was talking to you, you'll be dead.
Right.
You would be dead. We just read it.
Yeah, heart attack.
Yes. If you seen an angel, you would probably die.
Yeah.
If you saw an angel, you would probably die.
They love the Immaculate Conception story. But Mary was like, man, this I must be about to die.
That Mary story, right in the midst of that story, it tells you the angel visited her cousin, who birthed John, and told her that she was going to have a son. Why they don't say God made love to her? The angel visited her, right before he visited Mary, he visited her first. So why did not God have sex with her? I don't understand. This world makes me so mad, man. I'm ready to tear some stuff up. This world makes me mad. This society, I hate this place, man. I hate this place, man. And I can't wait for Christ to come back and destroy this place, man. I can't wait. Because our people are jammed up. Nobody else. The oppressors, he's doing good. Chinese people, all right. Africans got their own land, even though they dirty and want to take piss showers and stuff. Everybody got their own thing but us, man.
And piss shots.
I don't know what that is. Don't think. Oh, man. Stop, man. Don't tell me that. What?
Yeah, they're not coming back. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
But
go ahead.
Hey, it's lucky. All seriousness. They just cleared 1.8 billion to Zelensky in Ukraine.
I know for some reason he made it to America here.
He did?
Yeah, I saw him. He was in the, what do they call that place where everybody with all he was there. And he was talking about he's thankful for this and that and I was like, I didn't
he went to Congress.
He was just here.
Yeah, because that's how you got the money.
I'm telling you. And I looked and I was like, what the hell? I was like, man, I ain't even watching. You know what I'm saying? Man. I didn't even watch the whole thing, but
he went and begged them.
He's been begging them. He's been begging them from the jump. He's been begging them from the jump. And all they're going to do is take all that money and just rebuild and make, what's that? Ukraine glorious again. Yeah. And even better than before. They're going to have big buildings and, now the people can have jobs. They're going to feed them people. Why they don't feed niggas? Why they don't build up the ghetto? You know what I'm saying? Why they don't do that to the reservations? They ain't even got no running water.
That's my
Come
point.
on, man.
That's my point. Like they gave him 1.8 billion.
Yes.
To go build.
And you can't give.
They about to have reinforced steel and all that. They used to be made out of bricks and stuff. They about to have reinforced steel like all the industrial areas in America.
It's about to be heaven over there.
It's about to be heaven. But meanwhile, we in America can't get it done.
You can't get a running toilet on a reservation. You can't put a 2-inch pipe in the ground and run it to a darn sewer pipe, and you know what I mean, and let them flush a toilet. Come on, man. Listen, I can't wait for this place to fry. I can't wait for the oppressor to die.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because all we do is die in this place. That's right. Telling us we can go and talk to God. Now we die. You know what I'm saying?
Why God ain't talking to them pastors telling them what we can do to stop dying?
Right.
But he gonna tell you you're gonna get a mansion.
Right. Man, that's what I said the other day too. Like, we've made God to serve us. We don't serve God. Like, I don't care what state you in. I don't care if you're the poor, ain't got no clothes. But if you love God, you say, I'm going to serve you. How can I serve you? You don't need money to serve God. You do not need money to serve God. All you need is your spirit and your body. Okay? And keep what he said to do. Not eat pork. Not smoke cigarettes. Not love white people. Go ahead.
Like one example, what's exactly what you're saying is like, okay, tithes, right? The law of tithes is what?
Increase
of everything, every increase.
Yes.
If you ain't increasing, you can't give nothing if you wanted to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're not out of line. You're not breaking no law because you ain't got no increase. So how you gonna get it? Okay, man.
If you get $1 today, you pay 10 cents.
You good to go.
90 cents left.
You know what I'm saying? That's $1. That's the whole dollar right there. Still.
Put it in my hand.
Right. I ain't never seen that much money at one time. Blew my mind. What you got your other stuff? You gotta be here. That was an
yeah.
You gotta be here.
Now I was just saying they turned God into a genie in a bottle, man.
Right.
Exactly. Like whatever they want. Give me a mansion. Give me a car.
Right.
Not,
It's never what God
What
wants.
can I do for you?
Yeah, heal me from my
Exactly.
Go ahead, Sharatazar.
Yeah, it's never what do God want. What you want from me? It's God, give me this, give me that, give me this, and give me that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's like if I could.
Uh-huh.
And when God don't do it, what they say? What kind of God wouldn't save me from it? Or
nah, God will tell you must be sinning.
That's it. Yep.
You ain't right with the Lord.
Damn.
Right.
You ain't right with the Lord.
Right.
Come on, man.
Yep. They gonna blame it on you.
Yeah. Just like Commander General Yohana said, we got to stop blaming ourselves for what this oppressor has done to us. Okay, we got to stop blaming ourselves for what this. This has been a systematic plan for 500 years. It's been a perpetual hatred of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians of this world. Okay, it's not your fault the condition you are in this world. Black, I mean, like we put our, you know what I mean. We went against the Most High, but now we served our captivity. Okay, but this oppressor he's trying to prolong it when we should be out of it by stopping you from knowing who you are. Now we're supposed to say, okay, oh snap, supposed to keep the laws. Most High in Christ, I'm a Jew. No, you're not a Jew. If you say you're a Jew, you anti-Semitic, you gonna die. Now you know what I mean, like all this threatening, and now you can't even come back to who you are because they gonna, you know what I mean. You are fearful of what's gonna happen.
They'll tell you you'll never work in this country.
Right. They gonna Kanye West said they're gonna take all the money out your bank account. I don't know. That was never there.
Never there. Take the money that would have been there.
Right. You know what I mean? Like, he had dreams.
Yeah. Aspirations.
Right. And they crushed his dreams.
Yeah. People promised him things.
Yeah. He had verbals.
Yeah.
Verbal confirmations.
He had an IOU note.
Right.
You all right, Kanye?
Go ahead, Shwab.
Nah, y'all right. Y'all right. I'm listening.
Nah, man. Yeah. So that's it, man. Go ahead. What you got?
Officer, Priest and Officer Mashamar Ayash, he pulled this precept, Proverbs 28:9.
Most High Christ. Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Barakatah to Officer Mashamar. Okay. That's a strong brother, boy. I listen. I told that. That's crazy. He popped in the class today. I just hit Shiratas out today because I'm like, man, what does that brother need? And Shiratas was like, he said he's straight, sir. He said he's straight. I'm like, God, you know, I'll send him right now, nigga. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I'm gonna make sure once a month I'm gonna set an alarm asking Shiratas out, what does that brother need? You know what I'm saying? Because he's fighting a hell of a fight in there, man. You know, right now you know what I mean? We got his back, but he behind the walls by himself, man. So shit. I'm gonna set a fucking alarm every month, once a month. What does that brother need, man? Because the scriptures say we're supposed to, you know what I mean? Remember the brothers and sisters that are, in prison and stuff. Okay? And he in this truth too. Nigga, please. Whatever I got, you got, officer. Whatever I got, you got. Don't hesitate. Let Shiratas out know you need something. I got you. Go ahead, Shiratas. All
right, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 28, verse 9.
28 and 9.
He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be abomination.
Most High in Christ. Precept upon precept. What's the one where it says the Lord doesn't hear the sinner? I think it's in John somewhere.
We read that Monday, right?
Yeah, but that's a good, you know what I mean? That's the good precept, man. You know, he that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer should be an abomination to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't keeping these laws, God ain't hearing what you're saying. God is not hearing you, man. You can fool yourself. Look, every dog has his day, right? Like the Bible tells you, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's in the Apocrypha. You know, every dog has I can't remember the wording, but like good is gonna come, sun shines on everybody, you know what I mean, whether they're good or evil. Every dog has his day, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I know what you're talking about, sir.
right. You know what I'm saying? So like even that wicked man, that wicked drug dealer, he might think he's getting away with something. Because for a while, you know, he's shining, the sun is shining. But listen, you can't get away from these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes the devil, you know what I mean, Satan will use your behind for a good while, you know, before, you know, that hammer come down on you, okay?
Khan.
Go ahead.
It's Ecclesiastes 9 and 11. It says
9 and 11, okay. What's that?
Khan.
Go ahead.
It says, I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift,
that's it,
nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to men of skill, but time and chance happeneth to them all.
Right. So even the wicked man, you know what I mean, he might get some bread one day, you know, and hit the lottery or whatever, you know what I mean? Time and chance happeneth to us all, you know what I'm saying? I returned and saw under the sun. That's so heavy. Like, what's under the sun? That the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, nor neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding. Like this, man, this is heavy. This is breaking it all down. You know what I mean? The race is not to the swift. So, you know what I mean? Like, even if that's why they got that analogy with the turtle and the rabbit. You know what I'm saying? Just because you fast and you know strong, don't mean you know what I mean? Like you're gonna win the race. You know what I mean? Neither the battle to the strong. You could be the biggest. Listen, David and Goliath. You know what I'm saying? Goliath was big and strong. David was a little brother, you know, of meek stature, okay? And he won the battle. So it doesn't matter if you're strong or not. Neither yet bread to the wise, okay? So no matter how smart you are, you know what I mean? That don't mean you're going to make all the money. Niggas are the smartest people in the earth. Right. And we in the ghetto. We ain't got no bread. Niggas ain't got no bread. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't have no bread. So it's not if you wise shit. Listen. These brothers in the school, I just thought myself. You know what I mean? We wise in these laws, statutes, commandments, but we still struggling. You know what I mean? That don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean we not gonna win this race. You know what I'm saying? Just because we ain't got no bread. Okay? Neither yet riches to man of understanding. Okay, just because you rich don't mean you're gonna have understanding. You know what I'm saying? Kanye West, he got all the bread, right? But Charles Barkley got all the bread, but he ain't got no understanding. Shaquille O'Neal got all the riches, but he ain't got no understanding.
All he knows is get ball.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant. All he knows is Kobe Bryant. Yeah, you know what I mean? So even if you rich, that don't mean you got understanding of the earth, of what's going on. You just a dummy with money. You know what I'm saying? Nor yet favor to men of skill. Okay? Just because you got, skill in a certain thing don't mean you're gonna, come out on top. Black people got all the skill. And the white man take every skill that he got, the white man use it to his advantage. You know what I'm saying? You know how to run, electrical systems, the white man gonna take that to his advantage. You know what I mean? Everything you know how to do, your skill is the white man, he's winning the race right now. Go ahead.
All these skills, like you basically already said it, but like all these skills And where the nigga businesses at?
Mm-hmm.
That run electric wire.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like the ones that do exist ain't getting the exposure like Esau.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They're not the ones you don't hear commercials saying 1-800 call Tyson.
Call nigga.
Call nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga vote.
Yeah. you hear, you know.
And what you're saying is so heavy because listen, you can't invest in this world, man. You can't invest your skills in this world. You gotta invest your skills in the nigga world. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't investing your skills in the nigga world, you know what I mean? It's for naught. The white man is gonna patent everything you come up with. You think you smart? Oh, you skillful? You know what I mean? You fast? You strong? You rich? You wise? Supposedly in this earth? Well, the white man gonna take all your knowledge and patent it and make all the money off you. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's what's gonna happen. But time and chance happening to us all. Okay. Even you know, one day a nigga in the ghetto might, you know what I mean? He might come up, you know what I mean? But if he ain't smart, he gonna lose it. It's gonna be gone, you know, 30 days, you know? But, you know what I'm saying? That's the water, Shiraz. I didn't mean, you know, to go on a rant and not let you say nothing. You come on, man. You gotta jump in on me, Shiraz. You gotta say Shiraz.
Nah, you good, sir.
That's what Juliana said. You like, y'all gonna let me run. Y'all gotta stop me now.
You gotta say
it's good.
I'm gonna eat it up. Hey, I'm mad. I'm pissed off, man. I've had enough. And I'm waiting for these brothers and sisters to say they had enough. When are y'all gonna have enough, man, of this crap? When are you gonna wake up? I'm over it. You know what I mean?
You have a question.
What else you got, Shiraz?
No, that's it, sir. Shit, you too wild.
All right, the water for bringing man. Pulling them for me every time I say something. Shiraz, I got the precept. I got both sides of Christ, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate the work. You know, I appreciate y'all brothers. You know what I'm saying? Helping me out. Hope, you know what I mean? Pushing me, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate everything, you know what I mean? Men over me, men under me, I appreciate all y'all, man. I appreciate it, you know what I'm saying? I give up, you know, I'll give anything, you know, for these brothers and sisters in this school, man. That's straight up, you know what I mean?
Oh, the Most High in Christ, sir. We appreciate you too, man.
No sweat, man. It's no sweat, shit. So I go to work, I be telling people, I love niggas, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm on a job site full of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. And they lost and confused, you know what I mean? I hear them saying stuff, I'll be like, man, I'm about to bring a table. We had it, oh, you missed it, you wasn't there yet. Yeah, it was brought up in the council. He gonna bring a table. I teach you. Hey, boy, what else you got? Y'all gonna have me, boy, get me in trouble out here. I'm telling you. Go ahead. What else you got, Shiraz? All right, let's go to Amos 5:21. That's a good solid. Okay, what we got?
Well, first, Marshall Moore said Jacksonville, Mississippi still ain't got clean water.
Right.
Jackson, Mississippi still.
That is so crazy because you know what? Y'all had to see this thing on Facebook and all over the social media. There's a black man who created this machine that pulls water out of the atmosphere, out of the air. You saw that, right? Now, why isn't America like saying, I'll give you millions of dollars to duplicate your machine and we can put them everywhere? You know what I mean? Why isn't that happening? And people can have free water, but instead you still got to pay a water bill. You still got to turn that faucet. You know how long them pipes been in the ground? You know what kind of icky is in them pipes?
Oh, yeah.
And this brother is pulling water out of the air. Why does they not take this thing to Jackson, Mississippi? And you know what I mean?
And that's common sense, really. Like air, like
it's moisture in the air. It's called humidity. You know, I mean, like, look at the clouds.
I understand. Precipitation, evaporation.
But a Negro created a machine that knows how to harvest that water in the air, make it a solid form, and turn up, and it comes out. You got clean, good water to drink. Why isn't America all over this thing? Why aren't they? You know what? Some white man, they're gonna kill it. Something's gonna happen to this brother, and when he's gone, some white man gonna somehow get it, patent it, and say, "I did it. I did it." Now he's gonna take it over. Guess what he's gonna do? He's gonna take it to a third world country and try to give them water, and niggas over here thirsty.
If I may,
God, boy, I'm sick. I'm over this place, man. I'm over this place. Go ahead,
and if you look at the pattern of history, like if you look at prohibition, right? They outlawed alcohol until they found a way that they can make money off of it. They outlawed marijuana until they found out a way they can make money off of it. With that idea, with the whole pulling water from the clouds, they gonna outlaw it until they can make money.
Gotta be able to make money.
That's the whole purpose. You can't collect rainwater because they can't make money.
Somebody, I'm telling you something. Future prediction. Some white man is gonna get that machine, make it, patent it, say it's his, and then make governments around the world pay him to bring that machine to certain places and make water out of nothing.
Tax it.
He's gonna make money.
Make it a part of the tax.
And this brother made it, and he just wanna somebody. Where can I take it? Where can I take it? Who needs water? Yeah. That's a good example of when we rule the earth. Everybody will rejoice.
That's it right there. You're right.
Because that's the spirit of niggas.
That's the spirit of niggas, man.
That's our spirit to the core. But the white man's spirit is he's gotta eat off of you for anything that you want. He gotta eat. That's what in Genesis said he would be the beast, the most cunning beast of the field. He's an animal. We got an animal over us, Sharatazar. We got an animal. 2022. There's an animal ruling the earth today. An animal, a straight freaking animal. Over blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people, who are God's chosen people, who are the meat of the earth, the salt of the earth. We got an animal eating off us, eating us alive. It's just too much, man. What's the question, All
right. Alberto had a question. I think he asked this question before, and I think we answered it. But he said, "What is the difference of your camp from the other groups?" For example,
yeah, he definitely asked that question.
At least somebody did. I remember
somebody did. Yeah.
It says, for example, Sakari, Watchman for Israel, AOC, IUIC. If you can expand on that.
Well, I'm going to tell you what I was told. Keep watching.
Yep.
I mean, I can't tell you the difference between. I can tell you one thing: the Lord is with us. I can tell you that. But after that, all I can tell you is keep watching. Keep watching that camp. Whatever one you are, you're on the fence right now. He's on the fence. I don't know that. I'm just them and us. What's the difference? Keep watching, and you'll find out. You'll see that since 1969, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge is blemishless. In them other camps, every 2, 3, 5, I don't know. Something crazy happens.
In about 10 minutes.
Yeah, in about 10 minutes, you'll see some sister gonna die in the school, or some African. I don't know what camp this is, but I was scrolling through Facebook, and there was a camp, and that was an Edomite study right there. I know you can't tell by, you know what I mean, but
no, DOCC, they got white people.
That's who probably what was.
Yeah,
I'm like, this is, what the heck? Yes. So all I can tell you, brother, is keep watching. Whoever that other camp is, just keep watching. You'll see. the Lord will bring it to light. He'll bring to light the difference, and you'll see it. Okay, you'll see it. That's all I can tell you.
Sir,
go ahead.
Because like you got actual groups out here that believe that Esau can be saved and Esau can be changed, and we got to be the light to them to show them how to live righteously, but they can be part of the kingdom of heaven.
They will be though.
Go ahead. Go ahead. See, you want? I just threw you a lob real quick.
They will be a big part of the kingdom, just like we're a big part of their kingdom today. We clean the toilets, we pave the roads, we lay the bricks, we you know what I mean, do all the manual labor. I can't be in rulership and be laying bricks, right? You know what I mean? So they will be a big part of the kingdom. They will bring tributes to us. That's in the book of Revelation. Okay? They will be a big part of the kingdom. And we will show them how to live in the earth.
And Salaki,
go ahead.
Going back to priesthood, they will be happy about it. They will rejoice about it.
White society, white culture, white so-called, the Edomites will be happy when Negroes rule the earth. The Chinese man is going to be happy when Negroes rule the earth. The African is going to be happy that he don't have to take piss shots, you know what I mean? Because we're going to teach him. No, you don't do that. You know what I mean? And if you do that, you get your head cut off. They're going to be like, they're going to be happy that they don't have to.
That's a happy.
Yeah, that's happy. And they're you know, that's the happy right there, boy. You know what I mean? Like, where you been? You know, you been? You know what I mean? They're gonna be happy, man. The earth is gonna be happy. The earth will rejoice. You know what I mean? When blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are in rulership. Period. Okay. This Bible has not failed yet. You know what I'm saying? It's all here, okay? So with that question, you know, again, all I can tell you is to keep watching. Stay tuned right here to the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, and keep your eye on that other group, and you'll see the difference. You'll see the difference.
If I could.
Go ahead.
I was definitely right there in the same position. Like, well, I don't really see. Like, because when I first found out about you, I heard from the ISBK. And I was rocking with ISBK all the way. I'm like, man, I don't need shoot, this is it. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know that there was other groups. Then when I started seeing other groups, I'm like, I'm watching them and seeing what they doing. I'm like, well, what's the difference? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't ask the same question. Like you said, I was told the same answer.
You can watch.
Keep watching.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep, and not even on no boastful stuff. Like, if you keep watching and you see that you rocking with them more,
right? It's like a football team.
Yeah.
They all understand. What's the difference?
They all run back and forth.
Right. Keep watching, because one of them's a winner and one of them's not. You know. Keep watching. You know what I mean? So that's it, man. Keep watching. You know what I'm saying?
And it's like,
go ahead, Schwarzenegger.
It's like, why wouldn't you want to go? Like, if you ask all these fake Israelites where this whole thing started, they're gonna tell you the ISUPK.
Right.
Like, why wouldn't you want to go to the source? Why would you? It's like, why would you wear some knockoff Jordans when you can wear the real ones? You understand what I'm saying? Why would you wear some knockoff Air Forces? Or it's like, man, go to the source. You ain't got to go to no break off. You ain't got to go to some fake Israelite. Go ask them, where did this thing start? How long you been teaching? How long you been doing this? Who did you learn from? Who did that person learn from? Who did your teacher learn from? It's all going to come back to the ISUPK.
Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. What you say, you're right. I mean, I couldn't have said it better. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. That's what you said is right on. Because it started here. You know what I'm saying? It started right here, just like you said. Any one of them groups you ask them with, it's gonna come back to here.
It'll come back.
You know what I mean?
So you're gonna learn from some dude that learned from some dude that learned from some other dude. Like the hell, man.
If I could, Shirazazar, when that happened, about last week, the two brothers came in. Right. Last week. Wednesday, I think. Yeah, last Tuesday. It was the brotherhood class. And that's pretty much what it was. This one brother was telling this other brother, you know, all these things. He was giving them breakdowns, telling them we, you know, the chosen people, all this stuff. I mean, giving it all to him, right? So for some reason, I guess, you know, they saw the image out there, so they pulled in, came into the class. And the young brother talking to the other brother that's telling him everything. And he's like, you know, they both go back and forth. Like every time I say something, the brother be like, God, they looking at each other like, you just said, you told me that. Like, and the vibe that I got was, this brother is gonna end up getting 2 or 3 other brothers that don't know nothing, teaching them from videos he saw of us, and they're gonna end up on a damn corner somewhere, you know, trying to bring our scriptures. And that's exactly what you said is right, man. Like, just come into the truth. And I told her, I said, just come here, man. What are you doing, you know? Go ahead, Aitazal.
Like, I had a friend, you know, in the world when I first started watching ISBK videos, and like me and my friend's dad, we had conversations about, you know, the Israelites and stuff like that. And I started, you know, I'm you know, chopping it up with him. We would get together every now and then and just kind of talk about things, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. And I'm realizing this nigga is not Israelite. Like, he's not, you know, trying to be like, he is Israelite, but I'm saying he's not trying to be, you know, under these laws and stuff like that. And then his son, my friend, you know what I'm saying, I would chop it up with him about it too, because he was talking with his dad and his dad, and they would talk about, you know, the whole thing. And I'm realizing both of them niggas really ain't trying to be in this. And so what he told me was, bro, man, shoot, we can start our own group. I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. I ain't trying to do it, nigga. I'm trying to learn, nigga. Right? Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was just like, back of my mom just like, man, nah, I ain't trying to do that, bro. I'm trying to learn what I need to learn. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make no other group. Why would I need to make another group? Why I gotta make another group when it's a group that does this already?
Right. They giving me the damn truth. Huh?
Yeah. I'm gonna steal all that. Like, come on, bro. Don't be a fighter, bro. Like, how you gonna steal somebody's lyrics and go?
You know what it is? He's saying we can start our own. You know why? Because he want to add a little something to it.
Yeah, you know, he want to be able to smoke weed.
I already knew it. You know, he want to be able to say all that stuff, just like the 2 brothers that stood right here. They want to be able to say all this stuff, but then at the same time be able to smoke weed and be high out their mind and blitz and in another world. You know what I mean?
The earth is flat.
Right. So the Israelites, we want flat-footed, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? Crazy stuff like that they come up with. You're like, what's that? It's so
you can't heat your food on the Sabbath.
Go ahead, Shirazazar.
You got to eat cold food on the Sabbath.
Yeah. And you can't turn on your furnace when it get cold.
Right. Come on, man.
You know, Buffalo, that's probably 148 people died. How many people died in Buffalo? I hope there was.
Just recently?
Yeah, like yesterday.
Oh, I don't know. God,
the sister died in her car.
Yeah, it was the brother that died on the side of the corner. They found his bike frozen.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, this storm that just hit, man. Boy, I tell you what, there's no place like Florida. There's no place like Florida. Right. This is the spot. God damn. Because when they show like -0 and only 30,
30,
Yeah, like it's like who stayed? Why are they there? You know what I mean? Like first chance I get when the sun clears and snow melt, I'm leaving. You know, I'm leaving. I'm gone. Why do people stay there, man? This brother's trying to make it to the corner store, and it's so cold he just dies.
Dang.
Man, he said, I'm gonna make it to the corner store if it kills me. Boy.
Oh my, yeah, he had to get that pack of Newports, dog.
Yeah, had to.
He had to get that pack of Newports.
Or that Rillo.
So imagine you go to a fake Israelite, and they tell you can't turn on the heat on the Sabbath.
Yeah, exactly.
And you live in Buffalo, New York. You're gonna freeze to death. You and that baby and your wife in the house.
Everybody
listen to a damn fake Israelite.
Everybody die. Because you want to keep the Sabbath.
Right.
Can I pull a precept?
Please. So definitely, the brother who asked the question, keep watching. That's it, man. Keep watching, and you are going to see the difference between the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge and everybody else. Okay?
Right.
Keep watching.
Hold on 1 second. 1 John chapter 2, verse 19. All right, everybody got it? Book of 1 John chapter 2, verse 19. They went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us, they would no doubt have continued with us. But they went out that they might be made manifest that they were not all of us.
Okay. You want to break it down?
It definitely is, you know what I'm saying? Just how it sounds, man. Like if you got all these so-called Israelite groups, and again, like Austin, I'm not trying to buck against what Austin Shot said, you know what I'm saying? Definitely just continue to watch. But what you'll find out is that the ISUPK is the home of the truth. And you'll find out that all of these groups left their home and started doing something else. And so what this scripture is just explaining to you is that, yeah, they all got their doctrine from here. They got their understanding of the Bible from the ISUPK, but then they left. And if they left, then that means they was never part of us in the first place.
This reminds me of the scripture we just read, where it said that they would leave and fall back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They were here. They got the milk. They got line upon line, precept upon precept, precept upon precept, and they left, and now they falling backward.
Yeah.
And the snares and nets of what they're getting caught in. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you're saying. It's so right.
They definitely are falling back, and you're gonna find out that they are responsible for the murders of our people, for the incarceration of some of our people. You understand? For the lustful acts towards some of our people. You understand? You'll find out these things, and it's not for me to tell you that that's what whoever is doing, but you just gotta observe. You know what I'm saying? You gotta observe it, and when the ISUPK says we are the home of the truth, we are just that. You know what I'm saying? We are the place where this truth was rebirthed, I should say, through the Most High Christ. You know what I'm saying? This is the home of the truth. Go ahead.
No, if I could pull one more scripture for that too.
Go ahead,
Philippians 2:2. And there's another one. There's another one. Philippians 2:2. It reads.
Hey, real quick. You don't say Philippians too often. I'm like, what the? You know what I mean? Well, God damn, Philippians. Go ahead,
and the precept for that for the young man that's watching is Ephesians 4:4 too. You can add that. But Philippians 2:2, it says, hold on. Philippians 2:2. It says, fulfill ye my joy that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You
Go ahead and
can't
break
be
it
in
down
one
for us.
accord. You can't be in one accord and one mind when you got all these fake Israelites teaching all different types of different doctrines. You understand? When the source is right here. ISUPK, we teach the truth, nothing but the truth. And then you got all these other fake Israelites teaching whatever the hell they want to teach. They want to teach you that you can't cook on the Sabbath. They're not in one accord with us. You got this fake Israelite teaching some that you can smoke weed. You got this camp teaching that you can have white people. You got this fake Israelite. So they're not in one accord, and they're not in one body. They're not in one mind. They're not in one spirit. So they don't have the truth.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So the scriptures say you have to be in one accord and you have to be in one mind. If Atizal could read Ephesians 4:4 for me, real quick. That's the better one.
You say Ephesians 4:4?
Con.
Okay. The book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 4. Slow like you. 1 second, actually. All right. There is one body and one spirit.
See? One body, one spirit.
Just as you were called to one hope.
You were called to one hope.
When you were called.
When you were called. If the Lord called you and opened up your eyes to this truth, he called you to be in one body and one spirit and one hope, one accord, one mind. Not 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like the Christian church. You see what I'm saying?
Hold on, Shawatza. He's going to read it again for you.
Kind of a concert.
Okay. There is one body and one spirit, even as ye are called, in one hope of your calling. One Lord, one faith, one baptism.
There's only one baptism, man. There's only one baptism, one renewing of your mind. The word is going to clean your mind. That's what the baptism means. It's the washing of your mind with the word. You know what I'm saying? You can't be baptized into all these different fake Israelites listening to them, because what you're doing is you baptizing your mind. You're not even baptizing your mind when you listen to them. You're polluting your mind. You're washing your mind when you listen to the pure, unadulterated truth that ISUPK teach, which is the truth, the doctrine. You understand? Like, you're purifying your mind, and your mind is being cleansed. When you're listening to all these fake Israelites, you're gonna be confused. And then when you finally realize that ISUPK is home of the truth, and you come over here, now you got to relearn everything all over again.
Yes, sir, Christ. That's exactly what we were saying earlier too about what we were saying about the for the time that you ought to be teachers, you got to be taught again. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and listen, what you're saying is so right on, because these fake Israelite groups is just like the Christian church. They're jamming us up. They're stopping us from, you know what I mean, like knowing the truth. You know what I mean? Why? Just because you want to get high? Just because you want to rape little girls? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, man. I'm ready for Yahweh to return and stop this madness, man. Because I'm just over it, yo. Straight up. I'm over it. Go ahead, Shalak.
No, that's all I got, sir.
All right, most high in Christ. You got anything you want to say or add, Atizal? All right, we wrap up on the time. I want to say, the water for all the brothers and sisters joining us. Okay, don't forget, if you don't have a Hebrew name and you want to get credit, hit the sign-in sheet. Okay?
Class
Hit
is
the
over.
sign-in sheet. Let us know who you are, where you at. You know what I'm saying? So we can, you know what I mean, get down. You know what I mean? Get to know you. You know what I'm saying? What else? We got the next high holy day is the what we got? Purim.
Purim is the next holiday.
Or the next not high holy day, but the next feast. Okay, we got Purim coming up. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. Give you a date on that so you can put that in your calendar. Okay. We got Purim, Feast of Purim coming up. 1 second. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Bubbity, bubbity, bubbity. Where we at? No, that's not the one. That one. All right, we got Feast of Purim coming up. 14th day in the 15th, Slakia. 14th day in the 15th day of the 12th month. Okay? The 14th day and the 15th day of the 12th month, which is Sunday and Monday, March 5th and 6th, 2023. Okay? You can read about that in the book of Esther, chapter 9, verse 20 through 31. And it tells you, man, that's so crazy. Look what it says right here. I've never seen this. I've never seen this exercise on the flyer on the high holy day calendar. What the brother was asking about earlier. What Bible should I read? What book should I? It's in the King James Bible, 1611 edition. That's wild. The Lord don't play no games, boy. The Lord is real, okay? He is real, okay? And you're only going to find this information in the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, okay? So with that, pay your tithes, okay? Listen, if you are in the classes, okay, if you are in the school, whatever it is, pay your tithes. That's how we keep the lights on. That's how we go to camp, okay? That's how we feed the homeless. You don't know all the things that, you know what I mean, that is going on, that, you know what I mean, like that we're doing out here. And it takes, you know, a whole nation, you know what I mean, to come together to make this thing work. Okay? So pay your tithes, pay your, you know, donate, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Be diligent about that, okay? You got anything you want to add, Aitazar? Sharatazar?
God, I just want to say the water for having me, man.
Oh, come on, man.
I miss rocking it out with y'all brothers over there, man.
Hey, we hear Sharatazar. Don't the water for having man. You in the house. You in the house. You the big dog, okay? You jump in. We know you on the road, no sweat. You know what I'm saying? Jump in. You know what I mean? You take the class over. Take the class. I'm giving you class.
I want that responsibility right now. So
working on giving you the class. I'm gonna work you. Hey, I'm gonna get you right. Y'all stay tuned. Sharatazar gonna be doing the goddamn law class. Okay. I'm gonna give it to you.
I'm gonna let Aitazar get his shine on, man.
You and Aitazar gonna be rocking it out. Okay. But nah, man, you know, hey, boy, we miss you around here. You know what I'm saying? Lord allow, you know what I'm saying, you be able to start spending more time, you know, get back into the, you know, in the zone, and, you know, we'll rock it out. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is, man.
Yeah, right, man.
Yeah. All right. You got anything, Aitazar?
I think it's covered. You said Passover, right?
No, I didn't. Go ahead and give it to him.
Okay, Passover, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina, man. It's going to be an eventful week. I'm trying to tell you, you ain't got your hotels booked, book them now. even if it's just a backup plan, you want to have a backup plan for your backup plan.
Right.
And get with Captain Shawarya Allah to talk about travel arrangements. Like I said, man, eventful week. You know what I'm saying? Commander Yohana got the what's it called?
Black Party.
Black Party going down, man. He done bought everybody a ticket to get in. Come through. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a concert.
Yeah, I heard about that.
You understand?
Wow.
We're gonna have, it's official now. We're gonna have a clothing showcase.
Wow.
Clothing and
Fashion show?
Fashion. I ain't want to call it fashion.
Okay. All right. Well, get me right.
Nah, but I mean, basically, yeah, it's a fashion show. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? All the brothers with all these talents and skills are gonna be able to showcase their artwork, so to speak. And you know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be crazy, packed full of things to do, and we're gonna be in North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? So we got the heavy hitters, Captain Naya Thought. You know what I'm saying? Select it. And so many more brothers, man. Commander and Yohana gonna be in the building. Jeremiah Hyman gonna be in the building. Jeremiah Yak. All the generals, you know what I'm saying? All the captain general. Ooh, my brother. You know what I'm saying? My idol one, my Lord. You understand? General Kabbalah Mali. You know what I'm saying? All the generals, all the captains, all the officers. You know what I'm saying?
General Kutham.
And General Kutham, General Shalimar. Listen, come through, man. The sisters gonna be in their beautiful long dresses. You know what I'm saying? Wearing white corsages if they ain't married, red corsages if they are.
That's right,
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a wonderful time. You know what I'm saying? So come through April 1st, 2023, Raleigh, North Carolina.
And if I could add to what you're saying about the Passover, this is going to be, and it is every year, Black heaven on earth. When you go to the Passover, it's the kingdom of heaven for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
It's true.
In earth, in the earth, you're going to see it. I'm telling you, it's nothing. If you've never been to the Passover, you've never been to the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge Passover of the Most High God, it's unforgettable. It's like once it's over, all year, all you can do is think about the next Passover, because they get better and better and better. Listen, I remember my first Passover. I remember it. And now it's like we got, did we get like an arena or something?
Which one?
This year.
Oh, it's like a concert hall.
Okay. But listen, it gets better and better every year. If you was at the Passover last year, you're gonna be like, how can it get better than that? It's gonna be better, you know what I mean? So heaven on earth, kingdom of heaven, you'll see it at the Passover. It'll be a more magnified version of the kingdom of heaven that you see when you come to our school and we have feasts. And we have high holy days. When you come here, you see the kingdom of heaven. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, and you know what I mean, in peace among one another, loving one another, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay. So with that, you know, I ain't gonna hold y'all up no longer, man. You know, we go ahead and salute everybody out. Let y'all have, enjoy the rest of your night. Okay, so with that, shalom, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabrak, thumb to the brothers, Yahweh Shemal, thumb by Hashem, Yahweh to the sisters, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana, not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group. And with that, shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, Most High Christ, man. It was good to see your face, brother, man.
You too, man.
Shalom. Good to see your face.
Thank you, bro.
Alberto.
All right.
And he learned it though. He said shalom.
Most High Christ. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. Shit. That's it, man. You got precept upon